like the two main liter categories of the freestyle wave line. The 108 and the 96, which really represent the average bulk of the quantity actually we sell. So all the freestyle wave designs was developed last year in our testing sessions between Italy and South Africa. And we came to December 2011 and we had all the freestyle wave based on the previous year's version completely finished up. They have the same kind of width, just a little bit wider here and there, same scoop rocker line, and they were ready to go. We improved the board quite a bit. Then the fire move came to the place. We had the 100 there, and then we received the first production board right there, and we said, wow, this board fits really good. What's up with that? So wider boards really opened up our eyes. So we came to the point that we said, okay, you know what? Just hold all the range that we tested the freestyle wave somewhere. Let's start a whole new development because I really want to go somewhere else. Let's see what happens. Since we have this, 2 or 3 years process where we actually change the boards, the freestyle wave just coming last year, we'd have to stay in the market for another 2.5 years. So we want to make sure that the freestyle wave designs are so advanced, so far forward compared to what we had before. They want to give the customer the latest real shape that we have in our hands and well tested. So actually we widen up the board up to 3 centimeters averagely, shorten the scoop rocket, the outline, the length of the board about 2 cm, and redesign completely the volume displacement. So let's say more volume of the tail, less volume of the nose, makes the board a little bit easier and more comfortable to be ridden. And we redesigned completely the range. After 2 prototypes, all the board were like so much better than the previous one, where we canceled the other one and we put the new prototypes in the production. That's why we were late last year with the delivery of the freestyle wave, because we just delayed the whole process of testing about 3 months. But believe me, it makes a big difference. People who tried the freestyle wave this year, they're just very happy. They think that the boards are planing actually earlier. They're still more wave oriented than they were before. They feel more compact and they just ride better in overall condition, especially in the wave. So we are getting more and more great feedback of these boards that are great all-rounders, but in the ways they really have an extra edge compared to the previous year's versions.
They're still really, really fast.
Oh yeah, they have, thanks to the fact they have a really long flat section and quite a bit of V, by having these wider hips allows you actually to keep more control over the sail, so you can actually carry slightly bigger sail, a slightly more draft back kind of sail. You want to make like a juicy sail, and that sail is not going to affect the performance of the board just because the board is wider and stays in the water better. So you can really have a better range, a bigger range onto the board itself. So in general you have on all the boards multiple strap positioning, more inboard, like on this one. So you actually have the perfect wave setting, for example, and then you move them outside, you have straps sitting on the outside as well, on the edge, on the rear, and then you can have the free ride, speedy type of setting with the board. So depending if you really ride the board in flat water or in the waves, you have really the possibility to trim the foot strap properly. And what you found out now with the new fin collection, all the boards come with a beautiful Maui Fin Company fin, but we also have now our collection of fins as a spare parts, as an additional fin for different sizes. So you can actually have, let's say, smaller or bigger fins, and you guys rode the 96 the other day with the 22 cm freestyle.
With the 22 and this we were riding with the 24 when it was like 5 weather. Yeah. And we also tried it with the fin which is coming with. Yeah. And then we also tried the longer fin from the 500. Yeah. Which is a little bit longer. So, I mean, you have the same board here, so really now for the waves, small sails, you can go with a big 6570. Yeah. This is no problem with a bigger fin and foot straps position on the outside, and it feels.
We have noticed that fin size make a huge difference in terms of usage. You can really use almost the same board and just put a much bigger fin, use it for light air and a bigger type of size sail, and then go down to the waist size fin, and you can really crank the bottom turns and off the lip, so it really becomes a wave board.
If it's really windy and if it's cross onshore, you don't need to be afraid to put a small fin on a 96 board, and you can have 22, 24.
Exactly.
It's no problem at all.
Exactly.
And it feels much more loose in the turns and more control.
Exactly. So it's, huge range, take it from free riding all the way down to waves, that's the Freestylewave new concept in the RRD line. So a new big success in the range. So we're really happy to present it to you guys.